Let's look at how do we register a patient. So go to the registration application. You would see the menu to create new patient. You can either use by clicking on this link, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Alt N. So I click on create new. I get the new patient registration form. I can enter the patient's name in local language. In this case, it's Marathi. Then you can enter the patient's name in English. Specify the gender. You can enter the age either in year, months and days, or you can enter the date of birth. So you start typing the village name. It will prompt you for the villages which are in the system already. So if you select one of those, like in this case I select Ambeshivani Gadchiroli, it would pre-populate the Tehsil district and state for me. You can enter the caste here now. And the occupation. You have the father and husband's names, and then there are other additional fields like secondary identifier, which can be used for an alternative ID that you might have, like an HMR ID. You can capture the education, and then the mobile number of the patient. And if there is another contact number, then you can capture that, and then you can start the visit. By default, it is set to the OPD visit, but you can start any other visit by clicking on the down arrow. So let's start with the OPD visit, in which case on the next page you see the patient identifier that is assigned to the patient, and a registration fee of ₹10 is being captured against it. At this point you can save and print the patient, which will print the registration card, and this will get printed on the pre-printed stationery. So, and once the registration is done, you are back on the create new patient form. Okay. If you wanted to search, you can always go back to the search screen, or again come to the create form by using the keyboard shortcut or clicking on the link here. Now let's look at if you have a patient which was registered earlier but is not found in the system, in which case you can enter the patient's ID which is present on the registration card that the patient has brought along with him. So in this case I am creating a patient with an ID. Samir Nagoji Kosare. The surname field does prompt you for any surnames which are there already in the system, so that you can pick it up directly. So if you want to enter the date of birth in years, you can always go to the relevant month and year and select the date, and the system will calculate the age in year, months and days. So if I select the village again, I got the Tehsil district state. I can capture the caste here. Again here as well, the caste gets pre-populated the moment you start typing the first few characters. Sarkari Naukri, and then start the visit. Take the registration fee and save and print. Okay.